Into the woods we go.
Our story begins when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the swummy swans rang out in space. The Onceler came to this glorious place. He saw the bright-coloured tufts of the truffler trees blowing about in the fresh morning breeze.
Those trees, those truffler trees. All my life I've been searching for trees such as these. And in no time at all I had built a small shop and chopped down a truffler tree with one chop.
There was a strange sound, a sort of gazump, and something popped out of a stump. He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy.
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues, and I'm asking you at the top of my lungs.
The Earth is 4.6 billion years old. Scaling to 46 years, we've been here for 4 hours. And the Industrial Revolution began 1 minute ago, and in that time we've destroyed more than half of the world's forests.
there's no cause for alarm. Besides, I'm being quite useful. Out of the truffle tuff I have made a senine, a very fine thing that everyone needs.
And in no time at all in the factory he built, the whole once-loved family was working full tilt, or knitting sneeze just as busy as bees to the sound of the chopping of truffle trees.
I am the Lorax and I speak for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please.
I am Sarah. I speak for the Forestry Commission. You can't fell without my permission. Where's your felling license? I hope it's in place or this could be a legal court case. The Forestry Commission was set up in 1919, 100 years ago. After World War I, timber stocks fell shockingly low. Only 5% of land coverage, England and Wales, at that time was forest. Today that has risen to 13% thanks to the incentives set up by the Forestry Commission.
I meant no harm, I most truly did not, but I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got.
I am the Lorax and I speak for the trees, but I also speak for the woodland wildlife too. With all of your pollution, they don't know what to do.
I am a lumberjack. Once you've given us a bad name. How you behave, I wouldn't do the same. When I cut down trees, yes, my license is in place. I try to make an attractive space. I work as a 10-year management plan. Who else you want, sir? About the future, you don't give a damn. Now listen here, I'm starting to get mad. All you do is yap, yap, yap and say bad, bad, bad.
And at that very moment, there came a loud whack. From outside came a sickening smack of an axe on the tree. Then we heard the tree fall, the very last truffle tree of them all.
Once, you should have learnt the copsing art. Then your woodland wouldn't have fallen apart. Cutting broadleaf coppice to the ground enables it to regrow strong, I've found, giving you a sustainable timber resource. You return on year, of course.
Clapping branches, time to coppice. Only broadleaf trees will do. Peaceful trees cheering while they get cut down, while they provide shelter for wildlife. Inviting a new life for a 7-year cycle. Colourful flowers dancing in the sunlight.
Clapping branches on the rough oak tree. Coppice every 7 years. Old branches like chocolate fingers. Pick beautiful broadleaves for they will regrow. Respect the trees for the gifts they give us. Ivy creeping up the ancient branches. Coppicing trees are wonderful. Enabling the woodlands to live forever.
Cutting down trees like chopping up peas.
Only the brilliant broadleaf will sustain.
Peacefully grow, 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 as tall as a skyscraper.
Preparing to be chopped down. Boom, into the woods we go. Come and see the old trees dance in the wind.
Extraordinary, exciting, new trees pop and they all grow high.
Colourful flowers dancing in the sunlight.
Little brown nuts, look how they grow. Squirrels have a long way to climb to reach the nuts at the top for their precious winter food store.
Tall birch trees swaying in the wind, thick, heavy, long branches in the sky, silvery bark, still living luxuriously and beautiful. Wow, what an amazing sight to see.
Look at that, the big crooked branches of the old oak tree, looking mystic. How old could it truly be? I guess no one will ever know, ever.
Bent down and broke, snap. The ash tree is gone. Brown old sticks, leaves, roots, branches, trunk, bark. In the future, maybe it will regrow, be green again.
The Lorax gave the wanderer a sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And all that the Lorax left in his mess was a small pile of rocks with the word unless.
Now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
We have written poems, built sculptures, created movement pieces and performed a short play.
And captured it all on film, shot on location over the course of 3 days.
We cut and edited the footage to make the film flow and give our message more strength.
A woodland provides homes for wildlife, animals and plants. A place that feels peaceful to explore
And learn.
and play.
A woodland provides timber, helps clean air, lock away carbon, keeps our rivers clear.
Woodlands do so much.
Now we must leave the woods behind, but what we have experienced we keep in mind. To woodlands we must all be kind.